The snake brings ill tidings from the future. The gods sometimes speak to us through such signs. It is wise to heed them.
Welcome to the Court of Heaven, the most important annual meeting of the elders and the reason for our presence. It is an honor to have you among us. Of course. What do you want to know? The Court of Heaven is the name of both the place and the event. Each year, the elders of the tribes gather here to solve their differences and make crucial decisions. It is also an opportunity for people to present their problems to the elders. It is this court's duty to dispense justice, providing the issue is important enough. Last but not least, the Court of Heaven attracts merchants from all over Nazamanes and beyond. Where there are people, there will always be commerce. Merchants and mercenaries, the rich and the poor, everyone has a reason to be here, just like you. Some people make things happen, others watch things as they happen. It is up to you to decide what you will be, a maker or a watcher. We might encounter some hostility. Make no mistake, the minor tribes will do whatever I tell them to do. It's the elders of the major tribes I am worried about. Not everyone likes the Romans. Some elders may see your presence as a direct attack on our autonomy. Do not speak unless spoken to. Try to be respectful and diplomatic. In a way, this is our Senate. All will be fine if we don't offend anyone. I suggest you walk around and breathe in the air. Meet some people and talk to them. Trade if you want. Since you are here as my guest, you are free to go anywhere. Isil and Mador are the most respected elders among us. Convincing them both would be a significant diplomatic victory. Udad may get in our way, but you never know with him. And then there's young Womaksan, who's always hot-blooded. As far as his influence goes, Udad is on par with Mador, except he is more of a traditionalist. He prays to his ancestors 2 times a day, dawn and dusk, hoping they would answer his questions. We believe our dead ancestors watch over us. That's why we pray to them. A young man trying to impress his elders? Always a dangerous thing. He is renowned for his prowess in combat, but his diplomatic ability leaves much to be desired.
A man after my own heart.
I believe we shall.
I have trinkets and salvage from all across Nazamones. I take iron, I sell iron. I sell you things others want to get rid of. If you want unwanted things, you're at the right tent. What are you? A scholar of metal? I know metal better than anyone else. If I say it's iron, then it is iron. End of discussion. Look at what I have to offer and tell me what attracts your curiosity. Have you seen these weighted blades? They are of high quality. And maybe you need some tools intended for javelins. Great craftsmanship there. But since you're Roman, you might be interested in this old helmet. It's a bit dented, but I'm sure you'll like it. Did you think I was trying to deceive you? What I sell here is true metal and true metal only. A desperate treasure hunter sold it to me near Utica. It's ugly and battered indeed. I took it off his hands out of pity.
Domina, look at these inscriptions. P.C.S. Huh? Publius Cornelius Scipio. By the limping leg of Hephaestus, this is the helmet of the famous general Scipio Africanus. An item of infinite value.
It's a fancy hat, Cineros. Let's not raise our voices too much.
That sounds like a fair price to me. I hope you will find some use for this old thing. Do you want anything else from my store? A fair price for a quality product. You may want to reconsider. Look at them and decide. you may want to reconsider. Dignity is what you make of it. From the earliest time I can remember, I was fascinated by metal. As a grown man, I am still obsessed with it. I gather metal and sell it to those who value it. I am as undignified as my customers, and I am proud of it. Stop and taste the latest vintage from Utica. Salutations and a nice evening to you, travelers. You look like people of refined taste. Am I wrong? Naturally. You have come to the right place. Our wines rival those of Carthage, and some, in fact, surpass them. Feel free to browse and tell me if you find something interesting. I don't have a lot of interesting grapes for you. This year's vintage was rather fragile. Fortunately, that usually means we have some of the best vinegar. And could I perhaps direct your attention to our excellent local honey, in case you want to produce some of your Roman balsam? Well, I would not say better, but they're certainly different. It is not only a matter of different grapes, but also of the environment and the weather. Such things are a matter of taste, but I believe one must taste many things in life. One must explore oneself. Don't you agree? The answer is no one, but we can try. There are, after all, so many different wines to drink in life. You have a sharp eye for quality products. Very well. This great vinegar can be yours for a reasonable price. It isn't? Then perhaps you'd like to buy something else. Our honey is unique. The hive is built inside a tree that is hollowed out. You have never tasted anything like it. It doesn't? Perhaps you'd find something else you'd like to buy then. It always does. Am I wrong to assume you need more than just one flask? Did you forget your coin purse?
This is by far the largest council gathering I have ever attended.
I trade happily with all tribes. All are welcome in my stall. The famous Roman everyone's been talking about. It is not too late in the day to buy the supplies you need. Approach and look. My store, though humble by your standards, is at your service. I am flattered. I know my store pales in comparison to the ones in Rome, but in Court of Heaven, you will find no better place to trade. That much I can assure you. Tell me, what do you desire? On the contrary, it helps my business. Everyone underestimates me and pays the price, literally, in most cases. I'm not afraid of anyone. They are afraid of me. Of course. There is no way not to be. I do not hail from any tribe you would ever have heard of, however. My tribe is quite small, but we have good relations to both Lunya's tribe and Udad's. I mean within the boundaries of what I can provide you with at this stall, of course. I can't grant you immortality yet. Will that be all?
There is no way we can compensate for that. Ask him if he would accept 20 jugs of Carthaginian wine instead. Settle for no more than 30.
Romans, the spirits must have led you here to my little corner. How fortuitous. I need a little bit of your time and your guidance. Would you be willing to extend your helping hand? That is precisely why I need you. The guidance I seek is for lands beyond this one. You are a warrior, are you not? If death is what you deal, it must stand to reason that you'd know death and the lands of the dead. My name is Axil. I am what you might call a philosopher in your language. Though to my own people, I am a shaman. My life's work is to study and explore the many lands beyond death and how they vary from culture to culture. I have collected much knowledge of our own afterlife, but I have never had the opportunity to learn what awaits Romans after death. Precisely. I have interviewed several scholars on the subject of the afterlife, but those were all of Africa. It is my theory that one's afterlife depends on the gods one believes in. I simply want to know about what kind of afterlife Roman gods provide. I'll need more than that. I'll need detailed descriptions. You have the look of a trustworthy individual, and I know Romans are proud of their virtues. Is it not so? I may later enlist the help of another Roman who would prove you wrong and reveal that you have deceived me. In that case, I would at least know what part of the afterlife Romans like to lie about. Well, that is one of the questions I am trying to explore. Is it truly based on what we believe, or where we are born, or to whom? I myself am inherently fascinated by the idea of these different afterlives. But when I finish this book, I hope it will serve as a kind of travel guide. You understand me then. On the matter of transitioning from one life to the next, there can never truly be certainty. Besides, as scholars, we must seek the truth for no other reason than to enlighten ourselves. First, walk me through the typical journey of the deceased according to your culture. Imagine you are dead. What happens then? On its own, Interesting. We have to find our own way to the Duat. But they say the path is different for each person. A river? Now that sounds pleasant. But do you carry your own money to the underworld? Of course. We also believe it is best to bury the dead with their belongings. That way they can live a good life in Siket Aru. Assessors. We have 42 of them. It is best to know their names and the sins they have not committed. Once you pass their judgment, Anubis weighs your heart against a feather of Ma'at. A pure heart isn't heavy. This Elysium sounds like Siket Aru. Osiris permits only the pure spirits to the field of reeds. Amit devours their hearts. You are right, of course. But I have an idea. Look, this weed is called cat's eye. They say it will bring you to the land of the dead temporarily. It would be great if you'd try it and tell me what you saw there. Naturally, I was the first to try it myself, but I'm certain you will visit a different underworld than I. You should not worry. I have tried it myself multiple times, and as you see, I always came back. You are right. I happen to have some Roman denarii on me. Please, take these with you.
I am a cat. I am a giant cat. Again, something you can deduce based on observation alone. I am you. You were exactly one lifetime ago, but you are not a very good cat. Cats have to live through 9 lives. We die and then we are reborn. But a wicked cat is reborn as a lowly human. I am you in a past life. Do you remember dying? Most people remember such important events in their life. It is not you who is dead. A very good question. Do you even remember your purpose? Doesn't that mean your life is defined by the orders of someone else? Yet you still do. The mark of a good commander is how they talk you into following their orders without making you feel forced. I may seem wise to you, but wisdom comes with age and identity. I know you because I am you, or rather, I was you in a past life. I do not enjoy life as a human. But you can save me by leading a good life and not causing pain. Only then will we be reborn as a cat. Unlikely, but stranger things have happened. But you do. In pursuing your ambitions, you hurt those in your path. You must ask yourself if it's all worth it. And when that's done, you will lie around all day and enjoy life. You can do that now. Cats do it every day. The only way you can stop hurting people is to leave the land of the living. You may stay here if you want and trade places with me. That way I will be reborn as a cat and you will be a good woman. I know this is all very confusing for you, but let me make it simpler. I shall present you with 2 doors. One of them leads to the Elysium of Reeds, the other back to the court of heaven. Think about it. Figure out which one feels right and go where your heart leads you.
You're back. Quickly, tell me what you saw before the visions fade. Giant cat. Ah, that's bizarre. Thank you, my dear friend. With your help, people all around the world will have a better afterlife experience. Please, accept this amulet as a small token of my immense gratitude. I hope to see you again when my book is finished.
The ancestors watch over us all,
and
but
tastes
they
like
favor the
almonds
wise
dried
and the cautious.
locust. Simply put, it's a marvel of potion crafting. You will feel sad when the bottle is empty.
By the ancestors, it's just ordinary wine. Go sleep it off before you make a fool of yourself.
Along came a warrior. But know this, not all foes fight fair. A blade may not fell you, but venom might. Do you need protection against that eventuality? It takes a wise man to recognize wisdom. Thus, only by recognizing wisdom, we are wise. I have a cure against venom. You should be prepared. Do you agree? That may be because I am not a merchant. Looks can be deceiving. I am merely a student of my ancestors, trying to relay wisdom to those who deserve it. But you will be, for you're marked by the snake of the well. I will be here when you change your mind, inevitably. The Roman who cares little for an insidious death has returned. Do you now agree with me? Will you spend your denarii in exchange for a cure against venom? That is a wise choice. Your life may not be measured with denarii.
Greetings, Romans. Or how do you say it? Selwete. I am Galusa the Great. How may I help you? Isn't it obvious? Not only am I incredibly handsome, but I also sell the best wares in the land. Here and there. In this profession, you get to travel all around the world. Procuring items is a form of art. I can find you anything you are looking for, given enough time or resources, of course. I would like to think of myself as a purveyor of uncommon delicacies. My pursuit for said uncommon delicacies is relentless. It makes my less capable colleagues envious. Everything you can see in my stalls. The most peculiar spices, and obviously, the best sewi Nazamones has to offer. What do you need? Welcome back. How may I help you this time? Ah, the moment I saw you, I knew what kind of connoisseur you are. Unfortunately, that sewa is not for sale.
That birthmark. By Zeus and Pythagoras. My sister. Finally, I found you, sister.
Restrain your sewas, Roman. I told you, that sewa is not for sale. Another customer wants to purchase her and already made a portion of the payment.
The sky is gone from her eyes. What did they do to her? Magister, I don't know what I should do. What do I say?
Who are you? What are you doing to me?
I am your brother. I have been looking for you for a long time, sister. But everything will be fine now. We are together again.
I do not know who you are. Please, don't touch me. I do not belong to you.
She doesn't recognize me, Legati. Look at her. She's afraid of talking. They tortured her. They blinded her.
I do not know what kind of trick this is, but I have no brothers. Please let go. Your insistence will be bad for me.
Her name? I do not know her name. I do not remember it. It's been a long time.
What do you want to do, Discipule? Your actions will determine the kind of man you are.
Finding her was once the purpose of my life, Magister. I am not leaving without her. Do something, Legati, or I will.
Tempting. What you're saying is you can pay me 8,000 denarii right now?
Never in the history of the world has anyone paid even half that much for a Sowa. He just doesn't want to sell her.
I see. You drive a hard bargain. Deal. Selling blind Sawi is always difficult. Take her.
Thank you, my friend. You can't even guess how much that means to me. I shall find a way to repay you. I would, for I am a good man. Come on, sister. I will show you your new home.
Welcome back. How may I help you this time?
They say it was the Romans. They attacked her caravan and killed the Pharaoh's guards.
She will want vengeance on her brother. Mark my words. War is coming.